Valley Family Church, bringing you the Sunday Rewind. This last week in service, we talked about getting into the flow of God, that God has something that He wants to flow into your life for you to be able to release into your reality. You see, God has a plan for you, but there's a plan that involves a specific type of power, a specific type of strength. You see, you need the ability of God to flow into your life to accomplish the purposes of God in your life. Now, it's not a mystery and it's not a struggle to grab hold of these. It's simple. It's just alignment. It's just alignment. You just have to get into the right place where it is that Jesus is telling you to go, where the Spirit is leading and heaven flows through your life. It's basic stuff. So we talked about getting into the flow. We got into Acts, the first chapter. And in verse number 8, Jesus is talking to his disciples and he tells them, you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you. And you will be my witnesses, telling people about me everywhere. You see, Jesus was aligning them to be able to grab hold of a power that is not of this earth, a power that's not of this world. Jesus was turning up the flow in their life. Now, the Holy Spirit was ministering to me this last week as I was preparing this message. I was on my way driving to the church, and as I was driving through the fog, my windshield started to fog up. Now, I didn't realize it initially. I just thought, man, the fog's getting thicker and thicker. Like as I'm passing the CHP office and as I'm turning this corner, like the fog just keeps getting thicker and thicker. And what I didn't realize is that even though I had my defroster on, I didn't have it kicked up a notch. I didn't have the full flow going. And so it was just fogging up my window even more. And so the problem wasn't on the outside. The problem was my vision from the inside. You see, I didn't have clear vision to be able to see the world beyond that windshield. So as I turned up the flow and the clarity came in my life, I realized that it wasn't quite as bad as I originally had thought. It wasn't nearly as bad as I had made it to be. And so once I turned up the flow in my life, once I turned up the flow of the heat, the things started to clear up for me. I want to encourage you to turn up the flow in your life. You see, in Acts, the second chapter, it says that the disciples were given ability. The power that they given manifested in the form of ability to do things that this world had never seen before. They began to speak in other tongues. They began to prophesy and speak out the mysteries of the Bible. They began to operate with a different type of power. I wonder this week if you're wondering if you have the power or the ability to accomplish what it is that Jesus has called you to accomplish. Well, let me make it simple for you. The answer is yes, you do, because you have the Spirit of the living God living inside of you. And when you align yourself with heaven, there's a heavenly power that flows into your life. I want to encourage you to kick up the flow in your life. Kick up the flow and watch the clarity that God brings. Watch the power that God releases. Kick up the flow in your life and watch what God can do through your life. And go be a blessing to somebody. I love you and God bless.